Let's speak about being a black sheep. I was black sheep my whole life, and a lot of people wanted me to feel uncomfortable for having different opinions and living my life differently than others. And I'm just here for you to remind you that wanting to live a different life from other people, from people around you, is completely okay. A lot of people who give up on life, who just think that there is no joy in life, who settle with horrible partners, they just love to tell you that you have too high standards, you should settle, you should lower your standards, you have head in the clouds. But hey, this is my life, and just because you settled in your own life doesn't mean that I have to do the same. I was given the opportunity to choose the life when I would just settle for a very regular life, not that nice life, but also not that bad life. I am not settling for nothing like that. I was tested by universe, God, whatever is up there, so many different times. I did not lower my standards, quite the opposite. I believe that I was born onto this planet to contribute in some beautiful way. And I was given all the hardships so that it would make me the person I am today. And I think that people who are black sheep, they are chosen, they are gifted this opportunity to step out, to be different, to show other people that there are different ways of thinking, different ways of living. And isn't that just beautiful? So many times you're ashamed for being a black sheep because you are out of line, you do things differently. So many people just don't like you to be different because a lot of time they see in you that they gave up on the better version of their own life because of comfort zone. Because they just did not believe that it's possible, because they didn't put enough effort, because they messed up along the way and they just gave up and they said, yeah, I messed it up, it's never gonna be better. They just gave up. They just gave up. And I know that there can be a very difficult life situations, right? But a lot of people really give up without even giving the life that they really want a try. They are way too scared to step out of the comfort zone and to pursue something that they really feel deep inside is theirs, but they are just way too scared to start. And they never do. And then whenever someone is stepping out of the line and is the black sheep, they don't like it because they know that they gave up on it. They gave up on the same situation. I don't know where it was said the first. I've heard it multiple different times, but there's the crab theory that if you have them in a bucket, if you catch crabs in a bucket and one of the crabs is trying to climb out of the bucket, other crabs will try to pull him down, because they don't want the crab to escape by itself. And that's exactly what is happening when you are trying to be the black sheep, when you are the black sheep and you are trying to climb out of the comfort zone and to get to something that other people did not even try. Other people try to pull you down. They try to tell you that's unrealistic, that you should lower your standards, that you should put your head out of the clouds, and they shame you. Sometimes they pull you because they are simply intimidated by you and your force that you have inside, by the flame that you carry, by the excitement for trying something that is out of the comfort zone. That is being a black sheep. Being a black sheep of the family is a privilege. It allows you to go very, very deep within yourself because you go through so much pain that there is no other way around. You are suffering inside for a very long time if you're a black sheep, that there is no other way. You just have to figure out how to get out of this state, because that state of suffering within is so uncomfortable. You cannot just settle for the life and be like, oh yeah, I guess this is my reality. It doesn't have to be a reality. If you feel like you have some kind of inner calling, you feel like you were born for something bigger, but everyone around you claim that you just unrealistic, it's never gonna happen, it does not happen for us because we are middle class, it doesn't happen for people like us because of this and this and that. That's exactly the reason they gave themselves to not step out of the comfort zone. And now they're trying to convince you, because you know what? If you gonna prove them wrong and you're gonna show them that the thing that you're saying is actually possible, then guess what? The person who never stepped out of the comfort zone will be like, oh damn, I never even tried, and they did it, and I gave up on that. But they're not gonna be maybe even like realizing this per se like this. They just gonna see that they wasted their opportunity, that they didn't go for it, and they gonna feel not good about themselves because you're gonna show them the possibility of having a different life. That's being a black sheep. Being a black sheep is a beautiful gift, and remember that. But there's also a big difficult side to this. Imagine you have two paths, right? It's a very visual thing as well. And you have one path everyone walks on. The path is there. It's like when when they build like bus stop and no one wants to like go around and everyone just goes through the grass. Eventually there's gonna be the path. It's gonna be stepped out. It's gonna be right there visible. And then you have places where not a lot of people go, and if you want to go there you have to take the big sword and you have to cut your way through because there's nothing, or you have to build a pavement because there is nothing. It takes much more effort than just walking on a path that is already being walked a lot of times. It takes effort. It's a lonely journey because you're also not gonna have so many people around you. Guess how many people you see going clubbing every single Friday? A lot. It's easy. It's a path a lot of people walk. How many people do you see working on their dream day to day? Putting in the effort? You don't see them that much. You don't hear about them that much. They work in silence a lot of times, and they also a lot of times work in solitude. If you want to be different, you have to get used to being isolated in some periods of your life, because it's better to be alone and working on the thing that really truly matters to you, rather than being surrounded by people who are consistently trying to convince you that what you're doing does not matter and it's never gonna work out. Those friends will ruin you. Partner who thinks in the same way will ruin you. Don't surround yourself with people who don't share this similar mindset of yours. Surround yourself with black sheep. Create a black sheep group, because those people, they will understand you. They will uplift you because they are walking a very similar path to yours, and you're just gonna feel like home. So I hope this video was somewhat helpful, and that you keep being black sheep and following that inner voice that is telling you that there's something more to life than settling to what majority does, because there definitely is. Stick to being black sheep, and see you in the next one. Bye.